wrap up your conversations or continue them on WhatsApp. Thank you.
Tá aqui o microfone. Sistema D.
Okay, colleagues, good morning. Can't say thank you for being here on time, but we did not start at 10 a.m., so I guess there's mutual forgiveness on both sides. Before I begin today's proceedings, I'd like to hand the floor over to the Executive Secretary, Mr. Rolf Paye, to make a brief statement. Thank you. Mr. Paye, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Distinguished delegates, dear colleagues, before we continue our work this morning, I would like to take a moment to share some very sad news. It is with profound sadness that we learned of the passing of our UNEP colleague, Tessa Goverse, who traveled from Nairobi in connection with this meeting and who passed away in Geneva while on mission. Tessa dedicated more than 2 decades to UNEP, joining in 2000. She was deeply committed to advancing environmental action through science, contributing to environmental assessments, and more recently leading to the Intergovernmental Science Policy Panel on Chemicals, Waste, and Pollution. She played a key role in bringing this important initiative to life. Beyond her professional achievements, Tessa was known for her warmth, kindness, and genuine care for others. She was not only a highly respected colleague and leader, but also a person who brought people together. Her passing is indeed a great loss to BRS and to all colleagues here, to her family, her friends, her colleagues in Nairobi, and across the UNEP family. Her legacy will continue to guide and inspire our work. On behalf of the Secretariat of the BRS, and I'm sure on behalf of all colleagues here present and all the other delegates who have come across her in the past during our meetings, I wish to extend our deepest condolences to her husband, her family, and to all who knew her and worked with her. We wish them strength and comfort during this difficult time. Before I invite you to join me in observing a moment of silence in memory of Tessa, I would like to give the floor to Osvaldo Perez, who is the current chair of the Intergovernmental Science Policy Panel on Chemicals and Waste and Pollution, and also attending OEWG as a representative from Chile. So over to you, Osvaldo.
Thank you, Mr. Executive Secretary. As the chair of the Science Policy Panel, it is with deep sadness that I take the floor this morning. So we have learned that our dear colleague from UNEP, Tessa Goverse, who had been missing since Saturday during a hike in the Salève area near Geneva, has been found dead. Our hearts are heavy as we absorb this tragic news and think of her family, her loved ones, and her colleagues at UNEP, particularly those who worked with her in Nairobi and here in Geneva. Many of us in this room had the privilege of working closely with Tessa over the years. She was an exceptional professional and a warm, generous person, deeply committed to multilateralism and to advancing our collective work on chemicals, waste, and pollution. Her energy, her intelligence, and her kindness left a mark on every process she supported and on every colleague who had the chance to collaborate with her. we would like to pay tribute to her dedication, to her tireless efforts in support of the conventions and of the new Science Policy Panel, and to the spirit of cooperation that she embodied. In losing Tessa, our community had lost not only a highly respected expert, but also a friend whose humanity and calm, thoughtful presence enriched our negotiations and our work together. At this difficult moment, we extend our deepest condolences and solidarity to her family and loved ones, the UNEP family, and all her friends and colleagues worldwide. We are also grateful to the French and Swiss authorities and to all those who took part in the rescue efforts in recent days. In her memory and in honor of her contribution to international environmental governance, let us continue our work with the same dedication, professionalism, and humanity that she demonstrated throughout her career. Tessa will remain in our thoughts during this meeting and beyond. And as Mr. Payet just mentioned, I would like to invite you all to join me and join Rolf in observing a minute of silence in memory of Miss Tessa Goverse. Thank you.
Thank you, colleagues, for taking part in that minute of silence honoring Tessa. And her family will be in our continue to